From the culture of the American South, where roots hold stories, comes a natural deodorant inspired by generations of wisdom. Introducing Rootwork, the all-natural foundational Black American-based deodorant infused with the magic of High John the Conqueror root. Our unique blend enriched with this legendary root offers 24-hour protection, rooted in the power of nature. Embrace this deodorant that celebrates culture, history, and your well-being. Unlock the magic of Rootwork today. Experience the pure essence of nature. Visit rootworkstyle.com and make the switch to a healthier, cultural choice.
All right, let's get what's your name? Matro? What's up, brother?
Yes, sir, bro. Yeah, just had a question. Why do you have such an isolationist policy when it comes to the Israeli-Palestine conflict?
I have a what policy?
Like you're just like, I'm neither on either side. I'm just like, I'm minding my own business.
Right. I'm just giving the same energy. You know, treat others as they treat you. I'm treating them the same way they treat us.
Don't you think it's, the enemy of the enemy is my friend policy is better?
How about the golden rule? I'm going to treat everybody like they treat us. When shit going on over here with us, ain't nobody saying nothing, ain't nobody helping us, ain't nobody doing nothing. So I'm going to let them do what they do. They let us do what we do, we'll let them do what they do. Why is it our obligation to hop up and put a cape on?
Well, it's not so much that you have to put a cape on. It's like you're bringing more allies to your side, because there's one side that's clearly, being a culture vulture to your, culture. And
which side is that?
I think it's very clear which side that is.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
Because the side that has the most music producers in the industry.
Oh, okay. Because when I look at both sides, it's looking kind of funny. And I talked about this the other day because when we have police officers who are trained to whoop down on us, they get trained over there in Israel. When we go in certain stores, some of these store owners who call the cops on us are Palestinian. The cops, the people who called the police on George Floyd were Palestinian. There was a Palestinian serial killer running around Flint, stabbing black folks. A lot of these little liquor stores that's in these neighborhoods exploiting us and calling the cops and beating us down. Some of these are Palestinians. So
yeah, but what does that have to do with the movie itself? Like, I don't see any Palestinians getting involved in the hip hop industry except DJ Khaled.
Yeah, he's in the industry, but hell, the music industry is run by a whole bunch of different people. But that's neither here nor there. All of them are anti-us. So why should we put on the cape for any of them?
No, I'm not saying to put on the cape. I'm saying to kind of like, gain more allies in the fight. Especially
what allies? I mean, they had a million years to be allies. If they haven't been allies to us now, they're not going to start. We've been putting the cape on and fighting for everybody. And when it comes to us, everybody's twiddling their thumbs. When is the allyship going to kick in?
Well, I mean, you can gain new allies. It just doesn't have to be.
Dude, we've been gaining. We've been trying to gain allies for the last 60 years. We've been fighting for immigrants to come over here. We've been stomping for everybody, helping everybody get rights over here with the DACA programs. That's the Dreamer program named after our black icons. When are the allyships going to come in? When is it going to benefit us?
No, it's not about necessarily benefiting you at the moment. It's more of acquiring new allies in your fight, especially with this new movie coming out.
Okay, if we got allies in the fight, what's the purpose of having allies if we're not going to benefit from the allies?
Who's to say you wouldn't benefit from them in the future?
Have we benefited from them in the past?
You're talking about I guess you're talking about Africans, but that has nothing to do with Palestinians.
I'm talking about any so-called allies, any non-FBA allies. How have we benefited from anybody, any of them, any allies? How have we benefited from them?
Sometimes addition by subtraction is a good thing too. I mean,
That's called babbling. So you can't even name anything. That proves my point, sir. We don't have any allies. Ain't nobody allying with us. When it comes to us getting some help, with 2 + 2 = 4, you just saying anything. But then we're supposed to go jump in front of the damn smoke bombs for everybody else. No, thank you.
no, I hear you 100%. I'm just saying there's one side that's clearly being a
And
culture
by the
vulture.
way, where are you from? What part of South America are you from?
Not from South America. I'm from the what you would call the tethers from Minnesota.
Dude, what part of Central or South America are you from?
Not from South America, bro. I don't know what you're smoking.
Dude, I can hear Goya powder being sprinkled on some beans on your stove now. Where in South America are you from, dude? Stop playing.
I'm not from South America, man.
Where's your family from, dude? I hear your Hispanic accent, dude.
I'm a full-blooded tether. Trust me.
I know that, but where's your family from?
Yeah, but if I'm a tether, I can't be from South America, can I be?
Dude, yeah, yes. A lot of tethers in South America who come up here. Where's your family from?
They're from Minnesota.
Okay. See, this is why you guys got to go back and fix your homeland because you're so ashamed of where you came from. Y'all too ashamed to even admit it, and that's sad. So you can't call up us telling us who we need to back up and what we need to back up, and you're too ashamed to even name your homeland, dude. So let's get that together, and then we can talk about some ally stuff. All right, get out of here. Thank you, sir. Boy, the tethers, y'all are so ashamed of your homeland, and then y'all want to wag your finger at us. That's why I don't accept no criticism. Y'all don't come to me and say nothing about nothing. You can't even give props to your homeland. You're so ashamed. You know how pathetic that is, and then want to give us some damn socio-political advice. Sit down, dude. I ain't listening to you. How come you don't join them as allies? You need to, they're your allies. You join them and you join the fight. Man, y'all stop. Please, Tether, stop trying to give us advice on anything socio-political. I don't want to hear nothing from people who done fled. I'm not being mean-spirited. All I need to know is what type of running shoes I can get, because you can give good advice on that. What kind of running shoes are best for me to get when I want to go jogging? Because you got experience running. Not to be mean-spirited, but damn. Yeah, I saw. Did y'all see? There's a video clip I retweeted. It was a girl who's African and who looks African, and she's over here somewhere, and she was doing some kind of live, and people were like, they said, "You look African," and she was like, "How I look African? How you gonna say I look different? We all look the same. I look like y'all," and we're like, "No." No, you don't. Let me talk to my non-FBA people for a minute. Look, we got love for you. We do. I know we got a lot of non-FBA people in here. Let me holler at y'all for a minute. Listen, y'all don't be blending in like you think you do sometimes. Y'all listen. It's all love. Y'all really don't be blending in like you think you do. I think y'all come around and you think you're, and I'm just talking to the tether class who tries to be slick. I'm not talking about our riders and our allies. I'm not, because we do have riders. We do have some real allies. We do have riders who are non-FBA brothers and sisters who are beautiful, who are cool. But then you got the people who they think they can kind of sneak around us to be slick, and they think if they comb their baby hair a certain way or do certain things or put on a hat a certain way, they're just going to blend in. So when they do something weird, they think we won't know that they're a tether. You do know we can see you, right? We can tell. How can you tell, nigga? Dude, we can tell. We can tell. And then y'all be shocked that we can tell. Then y'all want to claim xenophobia, but shit. When somebody look at you and say, "Hey, are you Ugandan or something?" Wait, you nigga, that is xenophobic. We're all the same nigga, but I was right. How did you know? What makes you think I'm Ugandan? Well, damn it, your feet are ashy to be damned. I've never seen ash like that. Yes, ma'am, I see you. I'm looking at you. Your baby hairs start behind your ears. There's something different about you, ma'am. Yeah, we can see you. No, no, not to be mean spirited. I'm not being mean spirited, but we can tell. We can tell, and that's okay. Don't let Steve Harvey and all these people. Them Africans is us, man. We look like them, man. No, no, not in all cases. We can kind of tell. It's like when we go over there, they can tell. They know we're different. You know, we have different phenotypes. We do have some similarities, but shit, we know certain nuances. We know, all right. But it's all love. It is all love. Well, we got a lot of y'all in here tonight. Let's get my brother Malcolm the Mayor. Let's get Malcolm the Mayor out of here. Malcolm the Mayor. What's up, Malcolm?
Yo, Rick, what's good, bro?
What's up, brother? You still down in Atlanta?
Yeah, but I'm actually I'm overseas, brother. I've been in Colombia. I'm in Colombia, South America. I've been out here for about 3 weeks now.
Oh, word, word, word. What's the vibe out there, man?
Man, the vibe is lovely, man. I'm out here. I brought property out here, so I got a condo. I put it up on Airbnb. That's the hustle, man. That's what
Yeah,
these other races been doing. That's how they been getting rich. They get that overseas money, overseas
yeah.
accounts, man. I just want to
Yes,
I
indeed.
just want to encourage all my FBA people, man. Let's put some properties in different. Get this yang, get the dollar, get the it's a lot of money out here in the world.
Yes, it is. My man, I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you. Yeah, that is. A lot of folks are doing that. We were going to do that. We were going to get a rental spot out in Costa Rica. We're thinking about doing that. At the time, I just put everything into the museum out here. We were going to do that, but I put at the time we were getting the museum together. And I said, okay, I'm gonna just use that to get this museum popping. Just do something for the community. But yeah, we were down there in Costa Rica. We're gonna get like a spot on the beach and Airbnb it out and all that stuff. And I said, I'll do that later. Let me get the museum popping. But let's get Love AM
Hey, Tariq.
from. How are you,
I'm
dear?
good. How are you?
I'm good. Now, where you from, dear?
Ohio.
There you go. So, what's on your mind?
I wanted to say that I had a change of heart today concerning this Palestinian issue because I was siding with them and I had used my voice in a room to side with them, and I literally gained 150 followers just from being in that room and speaking because I found a lot of parallels between their plight and ours. But
Okay.
but then I just spent 24 hours arguing with some Asians and some white people on the app. So I'm over it. It is not a healthy
Lord.
expenditure of our energy to be trying to speak to what the fuck others have going on because they don't. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry for cussing.
Where, now, What were the whites and Asians arguing with you about? What was their argument?
Low IQ, dumb remedial
Oh, Lord.
things, crime stats
Oh,
beginning at 1960. Like, I can't do it, Tariq. I cannot like it's not a healthy expenditure of our energy. We just need to worry about ourselves. It
re-
makes no sense how all of these groups have these overwhelming anti-black positions. Like, it's crazy.
real talk, sis. And listen. Thank you, Simon Point. Family, and y'all notice there's a war overseas that literally has nothing to do with us, but it's all about getting us on board somehow. Notice that the whole narrative, even the guy who called up, it's all about getting us involved somehow. You got to get us involved because you have two basically white groups. When white groups are fighting with each other, part of the whole narrative is okay, we can't have this fighting going on too long. We got to drag some black people up in here so we can focus on them. When you focus on any white group or white subgroup, beefing with each other, yeah, you got to divert the attention very quickly. You got to pull some black folks into it so that we can divert the attention back to them. We white folks shouldn't be fighting like this. You understand what I'm saying? There's always this insane desire to drag us in so that the focal point can be beaten up on us. That's why everybody wants us to take a side. So whatever side we take, they're going to jump on us no matter what. You see, that I keep telling y'all, don't fall for the damn bait. That's a bait, guys. That's a damn bait. They're baiting us into these conversations because either side you take, they're going to attack you because the objective is to bring you in to whip on you as black folks. They need to divert attention away from these other non-black groups beefing so that we can be held up. Hey, come on. This is a reminder. We got to be beating up on black people now. Let's not forget what we're in this for. We got to save these whippings for the blacks. All right, just a reminder. All right, let's get Hitch Slap. What's up, Hitch Slap?
What's up, Tariq? I know you talk to a lot of people, but do you remember me? We spoke about a week ago.
Yes, I remember. Yes, we had a little debate. You're from Australia, right?
Yes, that's right. A lot of people kind of listen, don't talk, and DM me and whatever. And I just want to thank you for the polite conversation. You were very cordial and very polite, so thank you for that.
Yes, indeed. I appreciate that. Absolutely.
Two things I wanted to ask was kind of in our last conversation, you kind of mentioned, how do we're talking about the Jews, are they white? And you kind of said, well, how do you know who's white and who's not white? I kind of heard you mention earlier about East Africans and that they're different, like you guys can identify them, etc. It's got me thinking,
Right.
If it's in your mind, it's in your own words, if it's very difficult to kind of ascertain are Jews white, who's not white, kind of how are you able to do it so easily for East Africans, etc., compared to like Black Africans or Black Americans?
Oh, well, the thing is, we can tell where they're from geographically just by like certain facial features, foreheads, body structure, things like that. They're still black. All right. We don't say that they're not black just because y'all be trying to pretend that, well, Jews aren't white. But yeah, there are white people who are classified as Jews. Yes, you have Jewish people who are classified as white. But we can tell also by clothing, we can tell by certain swag levels. There's certain little nuances that we can tell that a person is non-FBA. Just the way their spirit is to a certain degree, the way they handle white supremacy, certain things they say, not just the way they say it, but just certain things they say. When somebody comes around us and say, hey, we don't need no reparations, immediately our antenna goes up. As foundational Black Americans generally don't say that. So little nuances can let us know where people are kind of from different geographic locations. They're not from our specific Black lineage. So again, when you say a Jewish person isn't white, how can you determine that?
I was a bit rushed last time, and I'm on a quick break as well. But what I should have said, kind of to be more specific, is Ashkenazi Jews are mostly white. That is to say, they comprise of the same ancestral groups that white Europeans do. But the exception is they have one extra cluster, sometimes called the Levant or the Levantine or the kind of Middle East cluster. And that's why they're kind of distinct. So it's not that they're not white at all or not European at all. They're mostly European, but they have an extra cluster that no other European groups have. So if you compare the Nordic groups, the kind of English, all the kind of prototypical, the Swiss, the French, none of them have the Levantine admixture, and the Ashkenazi Jews have it in a substantial amount. So that's what makes them substantially distinct, and that's why you shouldn't call them European, for example,
Okay,
or
so
white.
but here's the thing: when you walk into people, when you meet people on the street, or you interact with people on a daily basis, you're not going to have a scientific test. So how would you know a Jewish person from an Anglo-white person? Just meeting somebody.
Yeah, it's a great point. And some could make the same argument for Black Americans and kind of Africans, even though they're genetically distinct. By looking at them, you probably couldn't tell the difference. So one could easily mistake in those two groups as well. But what I'd say is that um, with most Ashkenazi Jews, the Ben Stiller, he's a famous actor, Ben Shapiro, these type of people, one thing that they rarely have is blonde hair and light features, light eyes specifically. So if you see a blonde-haired person in the street with blue eyes, you can guarantee they don't have any Levantine admixture, for example. So there's heuristics like that,
But
but you
dude,
do make a good point.
that's hold on, that's rare. Blonde hair, blue eyed people are extremely rare, and most white people are not blonde hair, blue eyed. That's like a fantasy. Only people like that, or like the Nordic people, the people up there in Sweden and places like that. You know, most white people are not blonde hair, blue eyes at all. So how do you know a Jewish person from an Anglo person?
Yeah, I'll make 2 points. The first point is yes, from a DNA test, that's the most accurate way to know. But the other way is if you showed people, if you did Ancestry.com and you found people that were 100% Ashkenazi Jew, and then you compared them, you kind of took photos of their face, and then you found people who were 100% European. If you were to show those photos,
I muted you because you're babbling now, and I don't really want to hear babbling, dude. Babbling is like y'all throwing in the towel. You're just babbling right now. I asked a very simple question, and then you just went all around the block, and I don't want to hear babbling. Just say that you can't tell. You cannot tell. All right, just say that. The answer is you cannot tell, and that's the point. So there is no differentiation when you meet people like that. This is why you have people who are Jewish who can just change their last names and kind of blend in and nobody knows. Just tell the truth. Let's not do the whole white supremacist shuffle. All right?
the question is how often can you tell? You can't tell 100% of the time, but is it better than random? That's the question.
Let me get some more people on. I'm not I just don't want to hear white supremacist babble, to be honest. All right. I don't want to hear that. You have so many people you can't tell. You don't know because there's not really a distinction physically. You're talking about some DNA strand. That doesn't mean anything because you're looking at a phenotypically white person. But Harrison Ford is Jewish. You can't tell. There's no Jewish features. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who are white and Jewish. And Jake Gyllenhaal is Jewish. You can't. There's no features about him where you can tell. Yeah.